For the longest time, I've been intrigued by the idea of high agency, and the person who I heard it talk about it the most was George Mack. One of the examples he gave was high agency on a spectrum. High agency would be SpaceX, whereas low agency would be like the Northern Railways or like the Midland Railways. There was a story about the Northern Railways that he said, which was that they were still using fax machines in order to transmit messages between all the workers. And the mayor called up and was asked, "I heard you're still using fax machines." And the person was like, yes, we are. And he basically was saying, "Are you going to get rid of them? Can you get rid of them?" And he was like, "Yeah, we could get rid of them." And then the mayor said, "Are you going to get rid of them?" Guy was like, "No, we can't get rid of them. We don't plan to." That's just an example of what low agency is like. Not being able to make your own decisions in that sense, or to bypass what it is that people think is the right way to do things. Whereas SpaceX, Elon Musk, that's high agency. There was another story. I'm not sure if you heard of the belly flop method. It was essentially a method that was used to slow down the speed of the rocket when it was coming down to Earth. If you had it coming down straight down, it would be too much speed to be able to catch. So there was a worker at SpaceX who bet his entire career, where he was working in NASA or some other high-fi space company, that the belly flop method worked, where it would come down like a belly flop and then it'll flip it up and catch it. That's another example of high agency, going against what is seemed to be the norm. I think if we all adopted some sense of high agency, which isn't really bred into us, especially since when we were going to school, where we were kind of bred in an environment where we're supposed to listen and comply, we could take control of our own lives a bit more, instead of being a leaf in life's winds.